Welcome to the next episode of the Michigan Dynasty as we get ready to take on Central Michigan. This game should turn out like the New Mexico game, hopefully. But let's find out if we can do it. Thanks for watching. Go Blue.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chippewas offense will take the field first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent, but we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game?
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space, it's Townsend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the option. He breaks a tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Chippewas will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They go to the counter. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting out. Oh, they're faking it. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it inbound, so they'll turn it over on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The option look. The pitch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. To give to the back. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down. Powers through. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. But jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Dropping back, it's Labus. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Makes the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give headed toward right tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Lavis. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Cleescore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You can tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It'll be 3rd and long. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Chippewas come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the tight end in motion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got room to work. There he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air, it's Glavis. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Chippewas will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be knocked down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll run the option. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Give to the running back. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Finds his tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback may change this route. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Looks as if, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lavis. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big
foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he... First down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's King. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Hester. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out zone was not a good one. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Off-play action on first down. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Got it in the middle. It's O'Leary. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there, Watt.
Got some room and under the goal line. Touchdown Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Chippewas, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Catch in the middle, it's O'Leary. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Might be changing the route. Toss to the outside. Oh, what a move. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Marsh. Brings into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Trying to bull his way in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that.
Going downfield for the big play. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of this sport.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Thrust that arm out. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Now the toss. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He is not going
Michigan is going to win 80-13 unless we return this punt for a touchdown.
Is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Smashes through the tackle.
Which actually is going to happen. Samaj Morgan's going to take it back
And they're going to score again.
from Michigan touchdown to make it 86-13.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up
What a
and
play
deliver, particularly
Samaj
on
Morgan.
offense. Very impressive performance.
67-yard punt return touchdown. And Michigan
They built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
see you guys at the end of this one.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Flores. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the
We have a tradition in the Bowling Green Dynasty, putting up 90 points in a game. This year, for Michigan, it was against Central Michigan. Final score, Michigan 94, Central Michigan 13. Quick look at some stats for you. Bryce Underwood, 14 of 20, 358, 4 touchdowns. Davis Warren, 2 of 3, both of them were touchdowns. Justice Haynes, 24 for 136 and 2. Underwood had a touchdown, Volker had a touchdown, and Mike McKinney had a touchdown. Receiving, Donovan McCollum, 3 touchdowns.
Thanks so much for
Zach Marshall, Justice Haynes, and Samaj Morgan all with 1.
This has been another presentation of EA Sports.
We only had 2 interceptions today. Jair Hill and Jay Sean Barham. Zaveda went 1 for field goals. But we did finally get a punt return touchdown from Samaj Morgan. Thank you for watching today's video. Once again, the final score, Michigan 94, Central Michigan 13.